Your soulmate wants to tell you the truth, but, my beloved child, don't skip, because what you are about to hear is not an ordinary message. Your soulmate has carried a truth in silence for far longer than anyone realizes, and today that silence is beginning to crack. They have replayed countless conversations inside their mind, imagining the exact moment they would finally look into your eyes and reveal everything they have been hiding. But every single time they came close, something stopped them. It was never because the truth wasn't real. It was because they were terrified of what that truth might change forever. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason this message found you at this exact moment. Your soulmate has reached a point where pretending is becoming impossible. They smile when people are watching, yet behind that smile lives a secret that grows heavier every single day. They keep wondering if you would understand, if you would walk away, or if you would finally see the person they have been trying so hard to become. That single question has followed them everywhere. While everyone believes they have everything under control, their heart tells a completely different story. Every ordinary moment reminds them of you. Every quiet night brings back memories they thought they had buried. They keep telling themselves, tomorrow I'll finally say it. Yet tomorrow keeps becoming another tomorrow. But now something has shifted. The silence that protected them is starting to become the very thing that is hurting them. Don't skip, because what happens next could explain everything you never understood before. There is one memory they have never shared with anyone. It isn't because they wanted to deceive you. It is because that memory changed the way they saw themselves. Since that day, they have questioned every feeling, every decision, and every step that brought them closer to you. Deep inside, they fear that once you know the complete truth, you may never look at them the same way again. But here's the shocking part, the truth they are afraid to reveal isn't meant to push you away. It has been quietly pulling them closer to you all along. Imagine carrying words so powerful that they could change an entire future, yet never finding the courage to speak them aloud. That is exactly where your soulmate stands today. They have written imaginary letters in their mind. They have practiced imaginary conversations while staring at empty rooms. They have even whispered your name when no one else could hear. Yet when the real opportunity appeared, fear stole every word before it could escape. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. What they are hiding has nothing to do with pride. It has everything to do with vulnerability. They are standing at the edge of a life-changing decision, wondering whether honesty will finally set them free or cost them the one connection they value most. Every passing day makes that decision harder. Every passing hour makes the truth louder. And soon, silence will no longer be enough to hide what their heart has been trying to say. Listen carefully, because this is where everything begins to change. Your soulmate recently realized something they had never allowed themselves to admit before. The longer they hide the truth, the more impossible it becomes to protect either of you from the consequences of that silence. They are no longer afraid of the truth itself. They are afraid that they waited too long. That realization has completely transformed the way they see the future. They have started noticing signs where they once saw coincidence. Familiar places suddenly remind them of unfinished conversations. Random moments feel strangely connected. Even the smallest details seem to whisper that the time for hiding is running out. Don't skip, because the next step they are preparing to take is unlike anything they have done before. They know they cannot carry this weight forever. They know the truth deserves its moment. But there is still one final obstacle standing between their heart and their voice, one unexpected reason that has kept them frozen until now. And once you discover what that obstacle really is, every unanswered question from the past will suddenly begin to make perfect sense. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you, and what comes next will reveal why your soulmate has been closer to telling you everything than you ever imagined. A strange calm has settled over your soulmate, but don't mistake that calm for peace. It is the silence that comes just before a life-changing confession. Every day they wake up believing, today will be the day I finally tell the truth. Yet the moment they imagine your reaction, their confidence begins to disappear. Don't skip, because this next revelation changes everything. The truth they have protected for so long is no longer staying hidden because of fear alone. It is staying hidden because they desperately want the timing to be perfect. They don't want the truth to arrive during confusion, distraction, or emotional distance. They want you to hear it when your heart is ready to understand every word behind it. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. They have reached a point where even ordinary moments feel extraordinary. A familiar song, a quiet sunset, an unexpected conversation, or even a single memory can suddenly remind them that every second they remain silent feels like another opportunity slipping away. They have imagined countless endings, but every ending leads back to the same beginning, you. The truth has become impossible to outrun. It follows them into every decision, every dream, and every hope for tomorrow. What surprises them most is that the closer they come to speaking honestly, the lighter their heart begins to feel, as if something invisible has been preparing them for this exact moment all along. There is another secret your soulmate has never admitted, even to themselves. They have quietly watched your strength from a distance and realized you are far stronger than they once believed. That realization changed everything inside them. They stopped worrying about whether you could handle the truth and started worrying about whether they had enough courage to speak it. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. They have replayed moments when they almost reached out. Their fingers hovered over messages that were never sent. Their voice almost spoke words that remained trapped behind silence. Every missed opportunity became another reminder that honesty cannot wait forever. Yet instead of giving up, their determination has quietly grown stronger. They now understand that truth has its own perfect timing, and when that timing finally arrives, nothing will be able to stop it. They no longer dream about hiding. They dream about relief. They dream about seeing understanding instead of fear, hope instead of uncertainty, and a future that no longer depends on unanswered questions. That dream has become so real that they can almost feel it happening before their eyes. Now everything is moving toward a turning point neither of you expected. Stay till the end, because what comes next could change the entire direction of this story. Your soulmate has begun making quiet choices that seem ordinary to everyone else, but each one is bringing them closer to the moment they finally reveal everything. The walls they built around their heart are beginning to crack, and every crack allows a little more truth to shine through. They know there will never be a perfect moment free from risk, yet they also know that waiting any longer could become their greatest regret. Don't skip, because the next step they are preparing is far more surprising than anyone realizes. Before the truth reaches your ears, one unexpected event is about to unfold, an event that will force them to choose between remaining silent forever or finally speaking the words they have carried for so long. They cannot avoid that choice anymore, and once it arrives, nothing will ever feel the same again. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next chapter will reveal the one moment that finally pushes your soulmate beyond fear and into the truth they have been longing to share. Everything changes faster than your soulmate expected. The moment they believed they still had more time, life placed an unexpected opportunity directly in front of them. It wasn't dramatic on the outside, yet inside their heart it felt like an earthquake. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. A single conversation, a familiar place, and one unforgettable memory suddenly reminded them that silence has an expiration date. They realized that every truth left unspoken slowly transforms into regret, and regret is becoming heavier than fear itself. For the first time, they stopped asking, "What if I lose everything?" and started asking, "What if I lose the chance forever?" That question has been echoing through every quiet moment they experience. They have begun noticing tiny details that never seemed important before. Every coincidence feels meaningful. Every unexpected reminder seems to point in the same direction. The closer they move toward honesty, the stronger the feeling becomes that this story was never meant to end in silence. Stay till the end, because what happens next is the moment they have secretly imagined for longer than you could ever know. Their heart is no longer searching for excuses. It is searching for courage. And courage is finally beginning to win. There is something even more surprising they have never admitted. The truth they want to share is not only about their feelings, it is about everything they misunderstood along the way. They have spent countless nights replaying old moments, suddenly seeing them from an entirely different perspective. They now realize that many of the fears that kept them quiet were created inside their own imagination. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The walls they built to protect themselves have become the same walls keeping them away from the future they truly want. That realization shook them more than anything else. They understand now that honesty may feel uncomfortable for a moment, but hiding forever would create a lifetime of unanswered questions. Their heart has become restless because it knows the truth deserves freedom. Every sunrise feels like another reminder that tomorrow is never guaranteed. Every sunset feels like another chance slipping away. Instead of running from their emotions, they have finally started walking toward them, one careful step at a time. They are no longer waiting for perfection. They are waiting for one unmistakable sign that tells them, now is the moment. And deep inside, they can already feel that sign getting closer with every passing day. Now listen carefully, because this is where the entire journey begins to shift in a direction no one expected. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has already made a decision inside their heart, even though the words have not yet been spoken aloud. The silence that once protected them is becoming impossible to maintain. Every heartbeat reminds them that the truth cannot remain hidden forever. They know that once those words leave their lips, nothing will ever return to the way it was before. But instead of fearing that change, they are beginning to welcome it. They have accepted that some moments only come once in a lifetime, and missing this one would become the greatest regret they could ever carry. Right now, an unexpected event is quietly moving into place behind the scenes, an event neither of you can fully see yet, but one that will remove the final obstacle standing between your soulmate and the truth. When that moment finally arrives, every unanswered question, every silent hesitation, and every confusing distance will suddenly connect like pieces of a puzzle, revealing a picture that has been waiting for the perfect time to appear. The final barrier is no longer outside your soulmate, it is inside their own heart. They have finally reached the place where pretending feels more painful than being completely honest. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. Every quiet moment now feels like a countdown. They can sense that life is preparing an unexpected opening, one that cannot be ignored or postponed. The truth has grown too powerful to remain hidden. It follows them through ordinary days, appears in unexpected memories, and whispers during the quietest hours when there is nowhere left to run. They have realized that some people enter our lives for a reason, but only a few arrive carrying a truth capable of changing everything. That is exactly how they see you now. They no longer wonder whether their feelings are real. They only wonder whether they waited too long to reveal them. Stay till the end, because the next step is closer than they ever imagined. For the first time, they are preparing themselves not for the possibility of rejection, but for the possibility that honesty could finally create the future they have secretly dreamed about. Every heartbeat is reminding them that courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing truth even while fear is still present. That realization has transformed them from someone who hides into someone who is finally ready to be seen. There is one detail that changes the entire story. Your soulmate has begun letting go of the version of themselves that always believed silence was the safest choice. They now understand that silence protects nothing forever. Instead, it slowly builds invisible distance between two hearts that were never meant to remain strangers. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They have started noticing how every missed opportunity leaves behind another unanswered question, and they refuse to collect any more regrets. The future they once imagined from a distance is beginning to feel close enough to reach. They can almost hear the conversation they have been postponing for so long. They picture the first honest words leaving their lips, followed by the incredible relief of no longer carrying this invisible weight alone. Even if their voice shakes, they know the truth deserves to be spoken. Every fear that once controlled them is becoming smaller, while every hope connected to you grows stronger. They are discovering that real courage often arrives quietly, long before anyone else notices it. And now that courage is guiding every decision they make. Everything is now moving toward the moment that cannot be reversed. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate feels it in every part of their heart. The waiting season is almost over. The silence that lasted so long is beginning to lose its power, and the truth is preparing to take its place. They know there will be no perfect script, no flawless timing, and no guarantee of how everything will unfold. Yet they also know that some truths are too meaningful to remain hidden forever. They have already chosen honesty inside their heart, only the spoken words remain. And those words are closer than ever before. What neither of you fully realizes is that one final unexpected moment is approaching, a moment that will remove every remaining excuse and leave only one choice. When that instant arrives, your soulmate will no longer be asking whether they should tell you the truth. Instead, they will finally be ready to reveal everything they have carried in silence, and the final piece of this incredible journey will uncover exactly what happens when that long-awaited truth can no longer be held back. The moment has finally arrived. The silence that once felt impossible to break has become impossible to continue. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that will define everything that comes next. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. For so long, they believed they needed the perfect words, the perfect timing, and the perfect moment. But now they understand that truth does not wait for perfection. It only waits for courage. Every heartbeat reminds them that the future they have been dreaming about cannot begin until the truth is finally spoken. They are no longer hiding because they want to. They are only taking one final breath before stepping into a completely different chapter. Every fear that once convinced them to stay silent has slowly lost its power. The questions that kept them awake at night are finally being replaced with hope. Instead of imagining everything that could go wrong, they have started imagining everything that could finally go right. Stay till the end, because this changes the meaning of everything you have heard so far. They have realized that the greatest risk was never telling the truth, it was allowing the truth to remain unspoken forever. That realization has filled them with a strength they never knew they possessed, and for the first time in a very long time, they are ready to let their heart speak louder than their fear. The truth they have carried all this time is far simpler than anyone would expect, yet far more powerful than they ever imagined. They want you to know that every moment of distance was filled with thoughts of you. Every silence held words they couldn't find the courage to say. Every hesitation came from caring more deeply than they were able to express. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you. They have stopped trying to hide behind uncertainty. They have accepted that honesty may change everything, but silence guarantees that nothing ever changes. Looking back, they can now see how every twist, every delay, and every unanswered question was quietly preparing them for this exact moment. The person they were when this journey began is no longer the person standing here now. They have grown stronger, wiser, and more willing to trust what their heart has been telling them all along. They finally understand that some connections deserve complete honesty, even when honesty feels uncomfortable. They would rather face one difficult conversation than spend a lifetime wondering what could have happened if they had simply spoken from the heart. Now the story reaches its turning point. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has made their choice, and there is no turning back. The truth that once lived only inside their heart is ready to become part of the future. They are no longer waiting for another sign, another excuse, or another tomorrow. They know that every meaningful journey eventually reaches a moment where courage becomes the only path forward, and that moment is here. The silence has completed its purpose. The waiting has taught every lesson it needed to teach. What remains now is honesty, hope, and the possibility of a brand new beginning. As this chapter closes, one thing becomes clearer than ever before: the truth was never meant to create distance, it was always meant to remove it. And when your soulmate finally speaks the words they have protected for so long, you will understand that this entire journey was leading to one unforgettable moment. The moment when two hearts stop hiding, fear loses its voice, and a future built on truth finally has the chance to begin.